Jesus. You know, it's always craziness, man.
Yeah, it looks like it's not live anymore.
All right, we'll try and piece it together. You know, I don't know, man. There was so much stuff going on earlier with the server. My goodness, man. Could be my internet, which I don't know, but man. In the meantime, stream crashing and all, we still got Syndicate players flooding, and this Tiger tank is in full defense mode. And what do we have in we have a Panzer IV coming in to help out. Now a GBI bombing run is definitely coming in.
The two tanks both on the hard cap again, just like they did before. There is still a Tiger up on the hill watching, kind of overwatching, yeah. And they're probably just going to be dumping shells wherever they think there might be infantry.
Yeah, I mean, GBI's played this. I mean, gutsy performance. I mean, they played well. They've done what they were supposed to do, like keeping the tank on that hill, shelling any infantry, holding the area just southeast, and rushing their tanks in, and just saying, come get it, Syndicate, come take it from us. Because, I mean, that's what they're saying. I mean, Syndicate is in the cap strongest as well. Wow, I mean, it's just going to boil. I mean, if the Tiger goes dead, I don't know where that, is the Panzer IV dead? Panzer IV is dead.
Did go down.
The Tiger is still, and Paradox might make a play right here. He's got AT. If he doesn't get snuffed out, Tiger's turning. He's got one, and there it is. Big freaking play. Big ass play. Holy shit. Good job. Paradox with a huge take. Now that might be the thing that springs it. I don't know.
There's still a GBI garrison just on the southeast side of the circle, just outside it. So they do have kind of a garrison where they can feed people into that hard cap, but whether or not they're going to be able to fight their way off of it and get any kind of control is a whole other question.
The Tiger sees the Tiger on defending Hill 15 recognized their Tiger went down, and they're just rotating. It's all in. Like this Tiger here in the distance that's coming up, that was on the hill defending, is trying to save the point. All infantry.
Big spawn wave just came on off the garrison, but not yet having it. Yeah, they are defending now. They are defending. So this could be a close ending here.
Oh, crazy.
Buckle up.
Minus the 2 minutes that it takes for continuous cap weight. I mean, we're looking at roughly 5 minutes. So, a lot can happen in 5 minutes, though. And this is going to be a problem. Well, the Tiger can take out. Oh, the Tiger needs to take out the carcass that's sitting on the bridge in order to get across, to get to a better position, because right now it's hung out and somewhat stuck. I don't think that's a good position for the Tiger. What about you, Wix, being out here? Not a good position, just gets taken out.
Yeah, he just got clapped. Sounded like a tank, maybe an AT gun. I don't know where the 76s are.
Let's pull it up. Do we have any tanks on map yet? I mean, these might be just all AT guns. No, we do have is that the tank of Bush Latte Na in Athens coming into the point proper? They're right below us. Wow, man, this is crazy. This is like two heavyweights just throwing haymakers, man. Everything is being tossed into the point, man. It's crazy. Now, in terms of positioning, do you like where GBI is? Are they good enough to defend North Point from their position right now?
Not really. It's tough to say. From long term, definitely not. Can they hold on to it for the next 3.5 minutes like this? Maybe, but I don't think so. I think this looks pretty good for Syndicate, especially since they have the only heavy tank on the board right now. That heavy tank could go sit on the bridge just like GBI's tank did, provide a lot of cap weight there, and really be unchallenged by tanks. I don't see any GBI AT guns in position, so But right now, he's content to sit where he is and be protected. In fact, he might actually be hard cap wave right there, to be honest. But he's well protected. There's no infantry around him. They're not going to be able to kill that 76, and that might be the difference here. The GBI reinforce looks like it just expired, so no more reinforce for the rest of the game for GBI. They still have the garrison up. The garrison is still there. They're going to need a big spawn wave here, though, to swing this. I don't know if they have it in them.
We're 3/4 cap. Syndicate is firmly in. Now GBI has to rush across these dragon teeth. And Centigram, our tanker, is out. He's got the STG-44 trying to lay hate down, but man, they all got taken out, and I do believe that Heir Apparent has marks for those dragon's teeth, and it's about to go their way. I can't believe this. It's a 3-2 back Syndicate way. This is a crazy.
Yeah, now we see a second 76 for Syndicate as well, kind of just reaching the town. So
where are we at with one on the point or near? Oh, we have two. We have one on the point proper and a second adjacent.
And GBI's out of garrisons, basically.
Wow.
They have one garrison on hill. They have one in the bottom of G5 near Jacobs.
G5, Jacobs. Wow.
So they have a long way to go. There is 2 OPs up for GBI, one recon and one infantry squad. Those are the only spawns in the area. No way within the next minute 20 are they going to be able to swing this. They kind of threw everything they had into holding North Pass, and man, they came ever so close, but there's no chance for them to make a recap.
You know, I was going to ask you, did they gamble at all when they took the point back 3-2 with about 18 minutes remained, and they had both their Tigers sitting in there? And if those Tigers were able to stay up, I think GBI is sitting pretty right now and comfortable, but didn't work out. And Syndicate was able to, in that small little vacuum of time, eliminate both tanks and bring their own tanks up. So I don't really think I just don't see it going in the next 30 seconds to GBI. Holy shit, what a match.
Yeah, I mean, it was a big play by GBI to cap the point with those 2 tanks. And absolutely, if you have a chance to cap the point, you know, you take the cap and you figure the rest out later. But I think I said it at the time, when you cap without map control, you know, it can be a real tenuous situation because the map control kind of tends to be king. And Syndicate held map control. GBI never really cleared them off that hill. And then as soon as they dealt with the tanks, it kind of swung in Syndicate's favor.
If, and this is, you know, a hindsight 2020, if GBI were to just have held those tanks off just a little bit longer, I don't know. I mean, it seems like Syndicate only just recently recapped this with about 2 minutes left. So was the call about 2 minutes too early?
Certainly you could go back and question that, but if you have, here's the thing. They had the tank advantage and they used it. And the tank advantage doesn't always last very long. So it's almost like a use it or lose it type situation. They had the 2 Tigers up, they knew that Syndicate didn't have any, and they took the chance. And, you know, I think it's probably more apt to say they should have had more infantry supporting those tanks on the bridge and helping them stay alive.
Yeah, those
I know
guys
there were some.
Oh yeah, you saw how bad it was. But you know what?
There was a few guys, and I want to call out Bones specifically, Bones from GBI, because he repaired both of those tanks when they were like out on crew.
Yeah.
And to keep them alive, but there was never an infantry kind of shell around them to protect them, and we just saw them get picked off one by one. And so I think it was right to push the tanks, because you have to push when you have the advantage. You wait around for even 5 minutes, and they could have a heavy up and things could change. But I think they had to, one, clear the sector after they capped, and 2, they had to keep those tanks on. They really didn't do either, and in the end, they couldn't hold on long enough.
Sick, man. That was just, it was, nobody knew the outcome of this game. I mean, if you would have said, you know, Syndicate had this in the bag when they capped with a little less than 30, and then I would have been no way, man. GBI had too much in the way of tanks left and came back and took it at 18. Then Syndicate at the very end, with about 5 minutes remaining, I'm going to say steal a victory, because, I mean, GBI essentially, and let me give the commander, who was Blooms today, I want to say that GBI controlled the game for the most part. I don't know if you would say that. I'm going to switch over to the main. I mean, were they snake bitten a little bit in the end and just had some bad luck? I mean, could you have played it any differently?
I wouldn't put it to that. I mean, it's just you're playing against another good team, right? It's not necessarily, you know, bad luck or bad any of that, but, you know, in the end, it just kind of fell the way it fell. I mean, I think if those tanks could stay alive a little bit longer, if infantry could have supported them a little better in that last cap, you know, if the team, you know, could have swept the sector a little better, like any of those things would have kept them the point. You know, sometimes it's just the way it goes. It was a really, really close game. Felt like it was on a knife's edge the whole time. For the last, not the whole time, but for the last maybe 30 minutes at least.
Yeah, the last 30 minutes was a thrill. Absolutely. And the Wicks, just to jump in, I do remember seeing, and I don't remember the people who were in those pillboxes, but I remember one of the MGs from Syndicate was just laying hate on both Tiger tanks that were out and they were trying to repair, and GBI didn't take that area from them, so those tanks stayed damaged. And I think that bought enough time for Syndicate to bring up their 76s and take out both of those Tigers. And when that happened, I think that's when the game turned in Syndicate's favor. And too little, too late, I guess, at that point for GBI to come back, because they had exhausted all of their resources. No fuel, no tanks to come. So I want to say the infantry really helped Syndicate take out those tanks late and steal a victory. That's my take. Otherwise, a fantastic gameplay today by GBI. I mean, these guys, unfortunately, are going to get the loss, and I'm going to pull up the standings right now real quick. So with that win, it puts Syndicate at 2-1, and it puts GBI at 2-2. So Syndicate and GBI are definitely going to be seeing each other again. I think Esprit, it feels like they're almost a lock for the top spot, and BA will be, unfortunately, the first team that Esprit gets to face. So we're going to get to run this back again, Wicks. Hopefully you're around to do this, because I genuinely enjoyed casting with you, man. It was a fun time.
Yeah, it was a great game, and I appreciate you having me on.
Oh, man, you're welcome. Hey, don't forget to plug that channel, man. Get, you know, trying to get you some views and some followers.
Yeah, twitch.tv/Wix streams. Basically, all I do over there is cast competitive Hell Let Loose. So if you're interested in that, you know, I'll be around there when there's matches. Yeah,
check this dude out, man. Support your casters. Take care of us. Get the word out, man. Help us, help you. Everybody wins. That's just the way I see it. And obviously, right down below, if you want to throw me that like, comment, subscribe, notification bell anytime I go live, in case you don't see me posting it in some Discord, but you know you'll get that notification. But other than that, Wicks, I want to say thank you again. It was a pleasure. I'm sure you'll be back, I hope. Maybe we'll do this next week. Who knows? Seems like you're going to have a little bit of free time now that TL Glow look like they've stepped out of the comp scene, at least for this round.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. Anyway, you guys enjoy your night. I had a great time. See you on the and we'll get the whole streaming thing sorted out, and because I'm curious to see what it is. I did record part of it, and thank you for Wix to letting me know. But yeah, we tried our best to make this work for you guys tonight. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your night. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.